Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the previous video, I have shown you how you can create manual snapshots, right? So if you remember, we have created a snapshots of snapshot 1, snapshot 2, and snapshot 3, and we have created an instance out of the snapshot 3 as well, right? And we have deleted a snapshot 2, and the snapshot 2 content has been appended to the snapshot 3. So all this process we have been done using manual snapshots. But as I shown you, there are couple of ways that you can create a snapshot. One is the manual one, and other one is the schedule snapshots, right? So why do we use schedule snapshots, right? So for example, there is an instance that you have created and there is some data inside the disk. Let's assume the log files will be accumulated in the in the logs folder, and every day night around 12 a.m. okay, you need to have a cron job that runs to take the snapshot of this. So ideally you can create a cron job of it. That's one way. The other one was Google has created a option for us in order to take a snapshot of a specific disk at a specific given point of time, right? So we can use schedule snapshot for that. So how do we do that and all, I'll be showing in the video. Okay, so let me go to the console. uh, if you go to the snapshots here, not this one, let me go to other project. So if you see, this is the previous snapshot that we have created for the manual example. So let me, if you go here, there are a snapshot schedule section. As of now, there is one schedule available. Okay. So how you can create a schedules and all. If you go here, there is a button called as create snapshot schedule. Click on that and you can fill all this form. So let me fill that. So let's give me example of schedule 2, that's fine. And the region I want to take the snapshot for, and the snapshot location where I need to store it. Like it's a central one location that have been selected. And this is the important part. Like what's the schedule options? How frequently do you want to take a snapshot of it? For example, as I told in the previous example, if you want to create a snapshot at every day 12 a.m., then you can go accordingly. Daily you can create a snapshot, or else if you want to take a snapshot, it's a production server, and if you want to take a snapshot of it every hourly, then you can go it accordingly and repeat every 8 hours. Like for every 8 hours, this snapshot gets triggered. For example, if I go for 1 hour, for every 1 hour, the snapshot will be taken and it will be stored accordingly, right? So, and once this process is done, it will be deleting all the snapshots after 14 days. The auto deletion will be keeping it as 14 days. It's a default one and you can change it accordingly. And if you see, the other option is deletion rule. After delete the disk that uses the schedule, what do I mean that? If you see here, we are taking snapshots for disks, right? For disks only, we are taking snapshots. So what this option is like, what do I do when the existing disk gets deleted? So you have created a snapshot for a specific disk and the disk got deleted. So what should the snapshot be doing? So there are a couple of options, like you can keep the snapshots or delete the snapshots older than 14 days. So you can either delete the snapshots at the time of deletion of the disk as well, or else you can delete the snapshot that are having 14 days older. So I will be going with the default one, keep snapshots and all. So this is very simple. Like you will be selecting at which time zone you need to select. And if you remember, if you see, this is the UTC time zone, right? For example, if I go and see the time now in UTC, it's around 5:30 a.m. For example, if I where it is, if I go to start time was around, if I go for 6 a.m. to 7 a.m., in the next 30 minutes, my snapshot gets started. The same way it gets triggered for every hour, right? As I have scheduled it for every hour, right? So let me create this. But if you observe one thing, you're creating the schedule part only, but where is the part that you need to mention which disk you want to take the snapshot for, right? Because in the previous manual example we have seen, for a specific disk one we have created a snapshot, but in this schedule snapshot we are only mentioning the schedule only. We are not mentioning for which disk we need to take the snapshot for, right? So I'll be showing you that even. So for that, let me create this schedule. So if you see, the schedule gets created under the snapshot schedules, there will be schedule 2 which we have created right now. And if you now go to the disks page, and to which disk you want to take a snapshot for. For example, I want to take a snapshot for this snap instance disk. Go to the disk and click on the edit button here. And if you see here, you will be getting the option to select the schedule that you have created in the previous page. Like for example, you can create a schedule here, or you can create a schedule from here if there is no schedule available, or else you can select the schedule that you have already been created in the previous page. In our case, we have created a schedule by name schedule 2. I'll be going for that, and I'll be saving the schedule. So what happens is, like for this disk specifically, snap instance disk, the schedule will be triggered for every 1 hour, and for every 1 hour the snapshot will be taken for this specific disk. Okay, so as we have selected a time zone of 6 to 7, ideally it should be taking around 6 a.m. maybe in the next few minutes. So let me show you how the snapshots will be available once you created a scheduled snapshots. If I go to the net, this is the other project that I am using. And if you see, these are all the other schedules, snapshots. And if you go to the creation type, all these are scheduled snapshots. Okay, because there is a schedule that is being created, and that schedule will be triggering all these snapshots, right? And there are a couple of manual snapshots as well, but these are the scheduled ways. So if you wait for next 1 hour or 2 hours, you will be getting snapshots like this. Okay, so once you create it, wait for 1 hour or so, and after 1 hour, once come to your console and verify whether the snapshots are being created successfully or not. So this is majorly used in all our production servers or stage servers or non-prod servers, because you want to have a snapshot and you can't go log in at 12 a.m. our time and log in and do manual stuff, right? So we need to have some automation place in. So that type of automation is one that Google is offering as part of a scheduled snapshots, right? Okay, so that's it. This is very small and very to the point. Like you can create a schedule from the schedule panel, and after creating schedule, you can attach the schedule to a disk from the disk page, and from there the schedule will be triggering the respective snapshots. So that's it, guys. That's it for the video. In the next video, I'll be coming up with some other videos. If you like the video, do share to your friends. Yeah. See you again in the next video. Bye.